Watch me turn this dumpster-bound dresser into something so cute it might convince you to have a baby. This dresser was missing its drawer slides and they were busted. I started by removing all the hardware and then giving it a good cleaning with Simple Green. Honestly, the hardest part of this flip was taking out the old drawer glides. The screws were just disintegrating when I tried to take them out. I did get a couple on my own, but then I had to recruit my husband to help me get the rest. But this is probably why this was left out by the curb. I was dying to see what was under this paint, so I stripped the top with my carbide scraper and then used my belt sander to make quicker work of getting all this finish off and finished off with my orbital sander. I could not believe how beautiful this wood was underneath. There was a crack in it though, so I filled that with my favorite wood filler and it covered it beautifully. I used a combination of 2 stains on this. I started with Weathered Oak by Minwax and then I layered on Early American, also by Minwax. Let that sit for a few minutes, then wiped it off, sealed it with several coats of polyurethane, and this is the outcome. It was so beautiful, I cannot believe it was covered in paint. I filled all of the old hardware holes with putty, sanded it nice and smooth, and then drilled new holes for my new knobs I had ordered. Next, I got to work on these drawer glides. I ripped all the old remaining ones off, and I ordered these wooden ones, cut them down to size to fit the drawers, and then just attached them with wood glue and weighed them down with some paint cans I had. For the inside, I marked the center and then glued it with wood glue, clamped it, and attached with wood screws to make sure they were nice and secure in there. Finally, I waxed both pieces so that it would glide nice and smooth like butter. Now, I didn't hate this base, but it wasn't really the vibe I was going for, so I just cut a straight line with my circular saw, sanded it smooth, and it gave it a whole new look. I sprayed it with my primer and then gave it 2 coats of this creamy Benjamin Moore color. This is Swiss Coffee. And then started marking out my stripe design. I used a piece of tape as a spacer and just used frog tape all around on the drawers and the sides. Did 2 coats of this dusty blue color. I added drawer stops for safety and then installed this really adorable Winnie the Pooh drawer liner. Stained all the knobs I ordered to match the top. And here's a reminder of where we started and here's where we ended up. This is so cute. I envisioned this in a nursery or a little child's room. It could be for a boy or a girl. I purposely made it gender neutral. I love this Winnie the Pooh drawer liner. Let me know what you think in the comments and be sure to follow along for more flips and tips. Bye!